So one of the highlights of a busy weekend in the area was in Gary. After missing the last 2 years, the Gary Air Show returned to Marquette Park. Thousands of people turned out to see the U.S. Army Golden Knights and the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds for the show.
Yeah, before the Thunderbirds entertained the crowds, the team, well, they showed Fox 32's Jake Hamilton what it's like to ride the highway up in the sky in the danger zone.
Okay, if this is what I saw earlier in the news, this guy's full of shit. He's saying he pulled 9 Gs. Well, first of all, the G, that's the Masonic logo. Second of all, 9 Gs. What is a G? A G is your weight. So if you're pulling, I pulled 2 Gs before, and that feels freaking weird. When you pull back on the stick in the airplane and you bank it, okay, have you ever been to the carnival and you got one of those things where it pushes you against the wall and you can't move? That's the G-force. So 1 G would be your own weight. That's what you carry around all day. 2 Gs would be like somebody putting the weight of your body on top of you. 9 Gs would be like putting 9 people on top of you of the same weight. So if you're pulling 9 Gs, first of all, you have to be trained to do that. You don't just go up and you just pull 9 Gs. Your fucking eyes will fucking burst. Okay? And so they're saying, oh, he went up and he's saying, oh, I pulled 9 Gs and all. You didn't pull shit. You would have passed out probably at about 4. Okay? And then you probably would have thrown up. Okay? That's not the Gs they're talking about. And this is the kind of shit that pisses me off because of the stupidity of people. You're not going to pull 9 Gs, you fucking fruitcake fairy. Let's see if he says it.
As you look to the sky, you should know who they are.
Okay, so this is the fruitcake talking.
Here?
Okay, that's him there. Okay, he ain't doing shit here. See, he was already getting woozy, and they're barely in fucking climb out.
As you stare in awe, you should know what it takes. As you embrace the danger, you should acknowledge the sacrifice.
Yeah, did you see him making the seal of Saturn right there? Yeah, you should embrace the sacrifice. This guy's speaking complete code.
As you stare in awe, you should know what it takes.
So when you stare in awe, you should know what it takes. There's the vortex.
As you embrace the danger,
as you embrace the danger,
you should acknowledge
acknowledge. Okay, here comes the seal.
The sacrifice.
There it is. There's the seal right there. Acknowledge the sacrifice. These guys are talking about the world domination plans.
Because as the United States Air Force Demonstration Squadron, more commonly known as the Thunderbirds, take to the sky, they stand as a testament to the past and a promise for the future. Let me tell you, they know how to give one kick ride.
The majority of these you're going to pull today are positive Gs. So what positive Gs are going to do is they're going to pull all that blood that your heart's pumping.
Notice he's wearing, you got the G going and the 9.
Your brain, they're going to pull that blood down.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't going to pull 9 fucking Gs. This fucking fruitcake ain't going to pull 9 Gs. For fuck's sake, you'll pass out at 3 or 4. Those, those pilots, they have pressurized suits. You know why they have pressurized suits? Because what it does is, the computer, when you pull back on the stick in one of those fighter planes, the computer starts reading the Gs and it starts pumping the suit up around your legs, and it actually squeezes your legs so that the blood flow stops, gets restricted so that the blood in your head stays there so the pilot don't pass out.
That was the first step of my brief experience as a Thunderbird, a medical rundown with Major Christopher Schiebler, who was the flight surgeon. But for the real guys, the path is much longer. Before you can even apply to become a Thunderbird, you must be near the top of your pilot training class in the Air Force, have clocked in 750 hours of flight time, and have at least 12 years of commissioned service under your belt. But when you're finally strapped into that $165 million F-16, all you're thinking about are the Gs.
Yeah, of course. All you're thinking about is the Gs. Bullshit. How about aviating? See, it's aviate, navigate, and communicate. That means fly the plane, Aviate means figure out where the fuck you are and where you're going, and then communicate means talk on the radio. You're never thinking about the G's. You're thinking about the G's because that's your fucking Masonic code.
I may have made it through a 2.5
Look, he just took off and he's freaking out. You almost passed out taking off.
hour debrief to prepare me for them. My pilot, Major Tyler Ellison, spent hours describing them.
Yeah, Major Tyler Ellison.
But when you pull 9.4 Gs, which is a force 9.4 times your weight pressing against you,
He's not pulling 9 G's there. Absolutely he's not pulling 9 G's. He would have passed out.
nothing can prepare you for what's to come.
That guy would have fucking passed out. He wouldn't be looking. And second of all that guy did is made a slight, he went from flying straight level to pulling up at a 45-degree angle. When you're pulling a G, you're fucking going in at least a semicircle, if not a full one. When you're learning to fly, that you do what's called a 720, which is 2 360s. You bank the airplane, you pull back on the stick, and you do 2 complete circles. Okay? It feels really fucking weird. That idiot just went from flying straight to going out at a fucking 45. He didn't pull no damn 9 Gs.
For me, it was nearly 1,500 pounds of...
No, it was not. You lying motherfucker. You didn't have 1,500 pounds. Why would it be 1,500 pounds? It's 9 times your weight. A G is exactly what your weight is doubled. So 9 G's at 100 pounds would be 900 pounds. So what are you telling me? What does this guy weigh that it would be 15 times his weight? A G is 1 times your weight. 2 G's, I'm 160. That would put me, that means at 2 G's, I would feel the weight of 320 pounds on me. How's this guy getting 1,500 pounds on him? He's not, because it's code.
pressure. That's the weight of a great white shark lying on your chest. And it was awesome.
You didn't come anywhere near 9 Gs, you lying bastard. You're full of shit. The guy took you up, flew around the patch one time, did a barrel roll, and that was it. And then you took the background shit and you made it into a fucking occultic story, you little pussy. 9 Gs. You would have fucking passed out, you punk. What a fucking piece of dog shit. I hate when they do this. How would you get 1,500 pounds of pressure on you? What do you weigh? I'll tell you what. Go lay in the street and I'll put a Volkswagen on top of you. Because a Volkswagen's about $2,000. So we'll take the engine out there. It'll be about 1,500 pounds. And let me know if you can breathe. Fucking bullshit. Go look at any stunt pilot. Go look at any stunt pilot. They'll tell you straight up, you have to work your way up to those levels. And 9 is extreme. They have to work their way up to those levels because you'll burst. Even if you're wearing the suit, if your body doesn't get acclimated to that shit, you don't just get in and go do 9 Gs. What happens is that the blood vessels will bust in your eyes, and it'll look like somebody beat the shit out of you. This story is so hokey and so fake and so false. Whether you could withstand 9 Gs or not, your internal organs have no protection. That's what kills you when you hit the ground. Is that the kinetic force, your body moving, and the sudden stop, the weight that your body has picked up continues to move forward. That's why a little tiny bullet, when you see in the movies, when they shoot somebody and the guy spins around, oh, fuck. You know, it's going to try and reload. When a guy gets shot and you see his body spin around, what's happening is that little tiny bullet that weighs less than an ounce is moving so fast that it's gained weight. And now it's like when it hits you, a 350-pound man slamming into you. And so what happens is those are basic. That could be equivalent to G forces. That fucking little faggot never fucking pulled any G forces. That little pussy, they probably pulled 1.5. Wuss. I'd like to slap the fucking little dog shit out of that little lying bastard. 9 G's. He would have fucking passed out. Go on YouTube and look up somebody pulling 4 or 5 G's and see what happens to them when they're in the back of a jet fighter. They pass out. And you would only pull 9 G's. I know it's all code. It's 9 and G. It's the Masonic 9G. I get it. You would only pull 9 G's, which is if you were in a very dire situation in warfare, to avoid a missile or to fucking if somebody was right on your ass. But this bullshit, there's no reason to pull it. You're stressing the fucking aircraft out, you lying little shit.